Alright, so I'm not going to play any games this time around. I thought I've got 87 packs here. Should probably open them. See what I get. Now, I've seen a few of the cards in this set. I tried to stay pretty much spoiler free, but I've already seen a couple of the cards show up in ladder. So I get a sense, so I've already gotten a sense of what some of them are and what some of the mechanics are, but we'll see what happens. I'm also really interested to see what legendary I get, because apparently you're supposed to get one in your first 10 packs, so we'll see what happens. Nice animation. Okay, first pack. Okay, alright, neutral. Prince Callus. Okay, interesting. I don't know. 2-drops are so important in ladder. That's okay, whatever. Okay. I know that death rattles are really important in this, so that's interesting. I'm not sure that's worth a card. Most death rattles aren't, but if you get it on like a Savannah Highmane maybe, or well, a few others. There was a card that this is like attached. There's like this effect on a stick, but is very underwhelming and doesn't see play, so I don't know. Okay, I could see that being useful in Arena, for example. If I have like decent stats. Doesn't give taunt though, so I don't know. Okay, basically this is the cleric. I can't remember the name. And just lower mana costs and lower stats. Arguably better though. I mean, if you're, well, I don't know. Are 1-drops gonna be that important? Maybe. And this guy I saw in the solo adventure. Yeah, okay. So 1 legendary. Boom. That's pretty cool. Choose a destroyed a random enemy minion. That seems bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. 7-2, so 4/6 stats for 4 mana. Spread over 3 bodies. That's alright. That's alright. I mean, 1/1s aren't always that great, but you're feeling immune this turn. Yeah, stats are a little underwhelming, but you know, if you can set a nice trade. This guy I've seen before. This guy looks interesting. 1/1 taunt divine shield. Could be okay. And yeah, this is a new card for me. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is one of the spoiled cards. Remember that. So it's got the lifesteal mechanic. Holy moly. 2/8 taunt, overload 3. Huh. 2/8 taunt. It's going to hold off a lot. I don't know. Overload 3 though. Okay. Even without the effect, that's fine. What the heck is this business? Because a wisp wasn't bad enough, now we're okay, now we're gonna make it a beast. Alright. But okay, this seems very interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so they're doing the warrior. Yeah, warrior ping step again. Oh, 2. Oh, okay. Sure. It's fine. This seems bad. I don't know that you'd ever want to do this as a rogue. I mean, no. It seems bad. I'm not sure, but oh my god. Okay, so this somebody played this on me in ladder, and it was not terrible. I mean, Druid has a lot of these like little poison dudes, and you know I was playing some paladin with big butt guys, and they were all just dying to poison. It sucked. Anyway, whatever, just my thing. Okay, that's fine. Cute title. Cute name rather. Ice fishing. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. What's new? Someone copy. Okay, so this was another guy that I saw. So someone basically comboed this with some druid card, and all of a sudden he had like a jillion power toughness for, I don't know, it was the late game. It was very irritating. But I mean, yeah, like 4/6 stats, taunt for 4 mana. That seems very good. I don't know if I'd rather have this or the old snake trap. I mean, it's poisonous, so that's kind of nice, but I don't know. I don't know think about it. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting clause in the death rattle if it's your opponent's turn. So against a mage or something like that, like they're just not going to ping him. I guess that's fine. This is a similar if it's your okay. I don't know. How do you trick your opponent in like these? I don't know. Like if it seems bad. Like how do you trick your opponent to accidentally blowing up? I mean, fine. It makes AOE spells bad or worse anyway. This guy somebody played on me. This was very irritating. Very irritating. That's cool. That's very interesting, actually. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. Random death round. Okay, so you can, so you don't have to, so you can basically play guys, and only the death rattle ones will come back. All right, all right. So it's a build around me, but your entire deck doesn't have to be death rattle. That's kind of good. Okay, fine stats, I guess. At a mirror image spell. Well, if that time walk deck ever takes off again, like this guy might be a part of it. I mean, that's mirror images, you know, a little bit of, I mean, triggers the quest and buys you a little time. It could be good. Draw 2 weapons from your deck. Now this actually could be interesting. I don't know. I mean, how many times have I played Pirate Warrior and just needed a Arcanite Reaper to put them away in the late game? I don't know. Might be bad. Might be okay. This seems insane. Well, not insane, but seems very good. I mean, compared to Cultmaster. Cultmaster, I was always was a feel bad because you would have to build a board, play Cultmaster, hopefully trade, and then refill your hand. This guy's comes down later, but you basically kill their board and build your own back. This guy seems fine. I don't know. This was another one that I saw spoiled. This is interesting. It's like messing up. You know, this is not an effect that sees too much play when it's unless it's symmetric. This one asymmetric. Your opponent's spells cost one more, so not their minions or weapons or that sort of thing. So, this one I played with this in the solo adventure, and it bad. Like, it'd be great if it didn't, random. Oh, goodbye. This is no flame cannon, right? It compares favorably. It compares to flame cannon, but I would say it does not compare favorably. Hello. Okay. That's interesting. Geez, what's that, number 4? Okay. Again, random, but at least if you're a paladin, you might be able to control that a little bit. Yeah, this is the same thing as Drain Life, isn't it? Except 1 mana cheaper. Or no, wait, Drain Life could go to the face. Is that right? I don't know. Might see play. I mean, it'll see play in Arena, I suppose, but. Oh, okay, double Blood Razor. Why not? Okay, this thing destroyed me in ladder one time. This was not cool. He had nothing against my board of 3 intermediate guys, and then all of a sudden he had 3 1/5 taunts, and I was like, okay, we're good. Somebody played this against me, and I didn't find it that exciting. Oh, well, this was Trump's spoiler card. I don't know. I don't know that I can say much more about it than he didn't cover. I think he did a good job covering it. I mean, the idea being that if you just cut away everything except for the draw 5 cards clause, you're already doing fine, and then for that would normally be 9 mana, and then all the rest of it is like 1 extra mana, and you're getting so much more. Yeah, I mean, it's a powerful card. I mean, I think it would compare favorably with like a Kazakus sort of spell, and you don't have to. There's no randomness to it. It's just does what it does. You know? Nice artwork, dude. It's like something out of a Sharknado movie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that it'll have a home in mid range or anything like that. Maybe. I mean, you can still target it with your own adapt effects and stuff like that. So maybe. Shattered Sunclare. That was the one I was thinking of earlier. Shattered Sunclare. So yeah, Shattered Sunclare makes sense, I guess. Yeah. This one someone played against me on ladder, and I thought it was, or was it on the solo adventure? I can't remember. I thought it was fine. You're happy to play it on turn 2. You're also happy to play it on, if you've got a 1-drop, then you're like, haha, way to go. I don't know. I am not yet certain how good a 2 mana 2/2 is in this environment, but whatever. Okay. Okay, this is actually interesting, right? Hunter always has a problem with AoE, and this just gives them an extra tool in the toolbox like that. That's nice. Okay, again, these on your opponent's turn do something. Not sure how I feel about those. Discover a copy of a minion in your deck. Ugh. Stats much. Someone stitched your stats away. Someone should. Oy. No. I don't know what I think about that one. It's not a beast, so doesn't have the relevant type. Or I don't know. I don't know about this one. Don't think. Although I will say one thing. One thing Hunter always has problems with is any kind of card advantage, and this at least gets you parity. But on turn 3, is that what you want to do? You want to make a 2/2? Seems kind of bad. I mean, like, and your mage buddy is sitting here making 3. I don't know. Seems bad. Yeah, you'll play it. Of course, you'll play it. Okay, that is interesting. I was just thinking, I don't remember if I saw this one spoiled or not. I like that animation too. But I was thinking the other day, man, it'd be really great if I could somehow disable someone's hero power, and then found there was no way to actually do that. And then here you go. That's kind of cool. Okay, so is this like some sort of, who is that? Like Thrawn? It looks like Thrawn from Star Wars. What the heck is that? Honestly, sometimes it's artwork. So is this like some combo thing? You play like a one-of minion, and, or maybe you play like a few high-cost minions and like, for 6 mana make a, I don't know, who knows? Sure. I have to admit I'm not especially great at seeing combos, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to get from this, or what you're going to get from this. Anyone's going to get from this. Okay. Elemental, so is this going in some sort of shaman deck, maybe? Okay, this was one of the early ones that was spoiled. This was, I don't know, the consensus is this is bad, and I don't think that's wrong. So this someone played against me in ladder. I was really surprised to see this guy play, and then all of a sudden he got way out of control. That was annoying. Oh, this is a new one for me. Interesting. Elemental. Hero power also freezes the target. Sure. Just for some combo where you hero power and then shadow them or something. It seems bad. It seems bad, but on the other hand, it actually does give your hero power a little more flexibility. What is this? Oh, man! I have my Overload Shaman deck. This guy will go right in there. Nice. Okay. Alright, so Meteor wasn't annoying enough. Oh, but okay, hold on. So the minion in the middle doesn't get damaged, it's only the adjacent ones. Huh. Okay. That actually, okay, so Meteor was completely stupid, because it was basically, there's no thinking to it whatsoever. This one actually, has a little bit of thinking to it. It's kind of good. He was in the quest, I think. Yeah. Or sorry, the solo adventure. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Would you do that? Like, there's stuff right now that, yeah, I guess so. Like, yeah. No Rubians or that sort of thing. I suppose you might do that. This guy someone played on me. It was not great in that situation, but I could see it maybe being okay. It's a demon, so that's relevant. Stats are not that impressive, but the fact that it's actually this I thought was kind of cool. When I first read it, I thought it was 1 damage to all minions, but instead I see it's 1 damage to only enemy minions. So that it's asymmetric is kind of interesting, because Warlock doesn't often do that. So that's kind of cool. this was in one of the adventures against the first guy, I think. And I don't know, like the deck was built around it, obviously, lots of death rattles. How well it's going to do in a rogue deck, probably fine, but I don't know. Also could set up your combo. I mean, it's relatively cheap. Sure. +1/+1 for each damage minion. Okay, so interesting. I mean, Warrior's already got a few. Okay, that's cute. After you play a minion. All right. So Warrior's already got a little bit of the damage your own minions thing going on. So this plays into that, I suppose. Okay, so I've been seeing this guy in a bunch of different decks in ladder. So I mean, like that's pretty great actually. 2 mana, 1/1 with Divine Shield is already like, it's okay. And then the spell damage +1 is just sort of icing on the cake. This one is another one I've been seeing. Right, people seem to like going for the 1/2 poisonous. It seems. Will this make it into that warrior deck where you ping your guys? Okay, interesting. Hunter has a few pretty decent death rattle cards, so I could see this guy being, near the top end of your curve. Of course, you're going to play Savannah high main because that's like your numero uno. But Burlock, really, dude. Dude. I mean, after Glacial Shard in the last expansion, a 2 mana 2/2, the only thing that's good about it maybe is that it's a Murloc, but I think you'd probably rather have it be an Elemental. I don't know. I don't know that it's got a home. That's weird. Good name, though. Burlock. This is pretty good. I mean, like this can be your go and get your well, I'm blanking. The big guy, the one you always play. It'll come to me. Yeah. Okay. In both hands and decks. All 1-cost spells. Huh. Why? Why is that there? What am I? Okay, I remember. Nice pack. Yeah, okay. The animation is cool. Okay, yeah, this guy, oh, this guy was just a beating. He had out something like 2 taunt minions. It was probably that chain gang card. So for 8 mana, he put out 2 taunt minions and then played this, and all of a sudden it was like, die. Thanks so much. Oh, that's actually a card. Okay, this was in one of the quests. Excuse me, solo adventures, and I wasn't sure it was just made for that or no. It's interesting. It's a dragon that pumps your guys up. I mean, stats are fine, but it's kind of cool. Right. This has got grody combo written all over it. As you might predict. Okay. What? Okay. So if their guy, okay. If their guy's really small, you just Murabi. What? Yours and the opponent's? Gross. Well, this was a nice pack, by the way. Epic, legendary, and rare. Okay, sure. Add a random dragon to your hand. Oh, that's all right. It's not on your. It's not on the enemy's turn, so that's that'll definitely see play. I don't see why not. The stats are good even. So, what the heck is this all about? I haven't seen. Okay, so unlike Mage, I don't think I've seen any Shaman cards that have repeated freezing. Like there's some sort of Shaman freeze deck going on here. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Happy Ghoul. What? It's making a snow angel? That's so weird. Cost 0 if your hero was healed this turn. Sure. Just like make priest better. In case you haven't figured out, I'm not a fan of priest because priest dumb. Oh yeah, someone played this on me too. This was interesting, actually. I almost wish this were. I almost wish this were a rogue card. I wish it were a hunt. Sorry. Yeah, hunter would be actually pretty interesting. I don't know how it would fit, or even maybe. I don't know, but yeah, rogue has all. There's enough cool toys. Alright. Alright. Okay, that's 3 packs in a row with nothing new, I think. Alright, I seem to be loving these guys. Oh, I didn't speak to this guy earlier. Like, this is... Like, you'll play this in Arena, I'm sure. 7 is a lot to pay for a 5/5, but this effect is basically like, you know... So, fair value for a 5/5 is, let's say, 5 mana, that's fine. But then you've also got... Blessing of Kings with a taunt attached to it. Like, it's basically another... Like, this card altogether is probably worth 9 mana or so. So that's fine. That's a decent thing. It requires you to have a minion on the board, I guess, but whatever. Them's the breaks. Okay. Okay. Because Sergeant wasn't bad enough or good enough? I don't know. I mean, it's just like, you know, alright, Bloodworm. I'm curious to know like what they value this lifesteal ability at, because in the right circuit, like I played with the Mage Death Knight Legendary in the solo adventure, of course, and I mean, yeah, like once you get those elementals going, it's kind of impossible to lose. But just one random 4/4, like I'm thinking about this for Arena. Obviously, it's not constructed playable, but. Yeah, I'm just curious, like how much this lifesteal ability is actually worth. They look like they're valuing it at least 1 mana, or 1.5, something like that. So that's interesting. Normally play and remove the top 3 cards of your deck. Okay. That's, what's it? Fel Reaver? Okay. Cool. Yeah, here he is again. Sure. How many? What have we got? 4 of those? This card seems fine. Like, yeah, it's, well, I mean, you'll play it in arena. Obviously, it's removal, so you know, get her done. But and three power is relevant on turn 3. Oh yeah, I've seen this guy before, but I didn't speak to him. I mean, obviously this, obviously this guy is not coming out until at least turn 4 in normal circumstances. Is that good? I don't know. I think, honestly enough, I think I would have preferred him as 2 mana, 1/2 or something like that. Obviously, combo cards are better the cheaper they are. I don't think that's new at all. Bring it on. Bring it on. Well, I don't know how to use this card, but I look forward to seeing someone break it. It's not against me. All right. What I find interesting about that Doomed Apprentice is, you know, they reckon that messing up your opponent's spells costs more than making your opponent's spells more expensive. They reckon is worth more than making yours cheaper, which is kind of funny because in a way, Sorcerer's Apprentice is really just there to, in a lot of cases, just get combos going. I mean, that's kind of how you get infinite fireballs with the Time Walk combo, but I don't know. I'm not really sure I agree with that. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, yeah. For 8 mana. So if you get 3 secrets, you're winning in terms of mana efficiency. I think in many ways the big joy here is that you get junky secrets out of your deck, but man, you know, I was like, look at it. Like, consider this versus Mysterious Challenger. Like this gives you no board, but you know, whatever. It's not even a bother. Mysterious Challenger was a steaming pile. I hated that guy. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, that's That's interesting. I get the feeling that'll be a pretty high, a reasonably high pick in arena. Or is it just better to heal it? Maybe if it's a poison guy, it's or death rattle. Well, yeah, actually, it's a poison guy or death rattle guy. I mean, you're just getting like so much value. Lillian Voss. Okay, well, it's good mana to power toughness ratio. Your opponent's class. So what, you want to live the dream, you want to do this. Only your spells though. So you want to live the dream, you want to play this and then play the rogue spell that reduces all your non-rogue cards by 2 or something. Sure. There you go. One more legendary. There's a secret that basically has this, but this is better. I'm just not saying that's great, but it's. Ooh. What? What am I missing here? I mean, yeah, he's a 1/1 for 1, which is nothing to write home about. Dies to everything, but God, that's like it could be a massive beating. Like even just oh man, just even like early chip damage. That's swinging for 3 on turn 2. Okay. I may be wrong, but it seems to me like that 1-drops in this set are going to become really valuable. Like even more so than they already were. Because there's so many like pretty decent 1-drops and 2-drops that actually have interesting effects. Okay. This isn't just charged lifesteal. Yeah, this is one of the spoiled cards. Yeah, I mean it's attacking your opponent, your 6-point life swing, which is obviously good. You can pump them with anything, like it's obviously even better. And then if they kill him with damage, like in combat, then you're getting even more life. That's fine. I don't know about this one. This one seems like it just takes too much work to get going. Because if you don't pump it, then what, you're going to get a minion with 0 attack. So you can, I suppose, get out a... Well, you could get out a Doomsayer. Oh. Could be interesting. Okay. Some priest is going to drop 2 of these on me on turn 2, and I'm just going to lose my mind. Yeah. reckon we've gotten to the, well, yeah, pretty much gotten to the point where if it's not an epic or a legendary, I just don't care anymore. I kind of hate that, actually. Hate that part of the game. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I remember this guy. I think before this expansion, this guy would have been quite a lot better because most of the death rattles are good. Now we're just adding even more. Adding more to the pool, so more likely you'll get something bad. But even a bad death rattle isn't usually that bad. Furnace Fire Colossus. Discard all weapons from your hand and gain their stats. Okay. And it's crossclass, it's neutral. Wow, so all right. That's potentially enormous. I'm not sure it's something I really want to try, but good to know. Sure. Yep. Well, that's cool animation, at least. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I really think that one drop's going to be really valuable. Freezing character damage by this minion. Okay, so here's your, and it's taunt too, so here's your repeated freezing effect. Okay, this guy has the potential to be amazing, but I get the feeling he's probably going to be really bad most of the time. But I'm sure someone's day is going to get ruined in arena by that guy. Or too long. It's going to be the new game. How big can you make your guy? Okay. I guess that's fine. I mean, Paladin has a lot of guys with Divine Shield. Sure. +3/+3 and freeze it. Okay, so again, this is shaman freezing stuff, but alright. Alright. Oops. I was reluctant to believe it, but it looks like this shaman freeze deck might have some legs. Whoa. Looks like I might have to play Priest. Funny thing is, I rarely play Anduin as my Priest character. I usually play the other one, Tyrande. So how does that work? You start playing Tyrande and then turn her into Anduin. Not only do you become a Death Knight, you also, get a sex change. That was a good pack. Look at that. Legendary, 2 rares, and then whatever. This could be disgusting. Can this, I guess this can go in principle if you have a 1 health, 2 health, 3 health, 4 health, this will kill all of them. kind of gross. Okay. Man. This was always a mechanic that bugged me about priests. It's like, you know, stealing. Like, you'd think theft and stuff would be the rogues mechanic. And it is, obviously. But this is just like, why priests? Why do priests get to steal stuff from your, you know, whatever. Someone at Wizards really loves priests. Yeah, two. What? Two rares, the same bad card. Oops. How many? This is like number 5. What do I? Well, it's kind of ironic, really, but still. Okay. Okay, sure. Yep. Like I said, 8 more, and I'm really just going for legendaries at this point, it seems. Oh, that's. I think it's only my second one of those. That's actually that guy. I feel is going to be quite powerful. There you go. I said it. August 13th. That on the hands. I am not willing to go on a limb for that one. Glacial Mysteries. It's a cool name though. Glacial Mysteries. The artwork's cool. I'd like to see it in golden version, but yeesh. Yeah. All right. One more legend. One more legendary. You can do it. I haven't got a golden legendary yet. That'd be nice. No, not so much. Wow. This is the thing. This is the kind of thing. This guy is like a random death rattle, and this is the kind of thing you're going to randomly get, and then you're going to be sad because this thing is so bad. It's like, oh, I get a death rattle. Yeah. Too bad it's horrible. Okay, so now we're getting these guys again. 1 for 1. Yeah, like how many of these playable 1-drops are there? I almost wish Blizzard would stop making 1-drops. Because you think about the ones that get out of control, it's like 1-drops more often than not. Yeah, okay. Last one. Here we go. Big money. Big money. Big money! Golden rare. Okay, folks, so I guess that's it. What, I mean, I can... Well, yeah, I've got enough now that I can disenchant the extras and make another legendary, but right now I don't even know what legendary I'd make. Maybe maybe another Death Knight. I have 2 now. I have the Priest one, and I have the Mage one, because that was the reward for the first part of the solo adventures. I don't know. I don't know. Looks like I got a bunch of mage spells here, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, 8 of them. Oh my god. Opening packs is great, and then you realize that, like, how did that work? I got 8 of this guy plus a golden one, and I only got 2. Where'd it go? I only got 2 of this common. I really don't know how that sort of stuff works sometimes. That just really boggles my mind. I mean, I understand that it's random and so on and so forth, but gee whiz, give me a break then. Yeah, and like 5 of this. 5 of the same epic. I don't want 5 of the same epic. Goes in the pipe 5 by 5. Well done. Well done. Okay, well anyway, that's it. That's it for opening. Hope that was fun. I had some fun. I liked opening that Death Knight Anduin. Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at that guy actually, because I'm curious to know. Oops, that's not. Where is he? There we go. I'm curious to know what his power is, what his new hero power is. Okay. Yes. After you play, ooh. Very interesting. So you play him, blow up all the big guys, and then you've got the machine gun to take out the little guys. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I'll have to think about maybe how to use that guy best. Alright, cool. Alright, folks, I'm going to sign off. Thanks.